Hello everyone. Welcome to the series of Project Dissertation and Implementation introduced by Technolytics, Take IT Easy. In this video series, we are going to learn about how to complete project dissertation successfully. This video series is important for the students who are going to make their projects in the UG or PG level, especially in the final year. The points which we had covered in the last videos are pro forma, declaration and acknowledgement, creating abstract, generating table of content automatically, background, purpose and applicability, how to write survey of technologies. Now, in this video, we are going to understand the problem definition, requirement specification, planning and scheduling, and software and hardware requirements. Let's understand all these points one by one. Consider, since it is a chapter number 3, all the subpoints will come with the pointer heading as 3. So 3.1 is problem definition. Here we are going to define the problem on which the students are working in the project. First of all, we need to define the problem. For example, students, if you are creating a live project, then simply you have to ask to your client or your customer that what are the problems they are facing and why they are asking us to create a software. So problems which they are facing, the main basic problem that you have to elaborate in the first paragraph, provide details of the overall problem and then divide the problem into sub-problems. Of course, main problem is there and small sub-problems are also included on that main problem. So you have to divide it properly and then at last you have to define each sub-problem clearly. So here in this particular chapter topic, that is 3.1 problem definition, we are going to majorly focus on problem of client, problem of customer, that what problem they are facing. And because of that, they are asking us to develop a project. Okay. So here I have included one sample for you. You can see 3.1 problem definition, chapter number 3, that is requirement and analysis. Here in the first paragraph, the major problem is defined. For example, if you will see, this project is developed for the attendance app. The major problem was taking attendance manually. So like defaulter cases and so many sub problems are also included. So sub problems are here given in the next further paragraphs where you can see physical or manual work. So some manual work, due to some manual work problems were there. Then storage space, since attendance were taken physically. So a lot of storage space, including files and papers were there. Then inappropriate cases such as proxy for the attendance and all. So in manual work, our customer was facing this problem as well. Then defaulter list, creating defaulter list, again the tedious job of some calculations and all. And then classroom data. It happens that many lectures are happening in different classes. So keep the data of the class. That was also a tedious job. So all these problems the customer was facing, and these problems we have to note down under the topic 3.1 problem definition. Okay, so main problem and sub problems in detail. Fine. So that was 3.1. Let's move on to the next topic, 3.2, requirements specification. Now here, the problems which customer was facing, now the same problems have become the requirements for my software. Okay, that means these are my requirements which I have to overcome. Okay, through these requirements, I have to overcome the problems of my customer. So ये requirement को मुझे fulfill करना है. So the requirements again, you have to note down properly, and you also have to mention the proper research or whatever method you are applying to overcome these problems. Okay. Let's understand this. In this phase, the student should define the requirements of the system, identify the operation and problems of the existing system. So जो भी problems हमें 3.1 में समझे हैं, now the exactly we have to find the solution for it through the requirement specification. So let's understand the sample of requirement specification. You can see here manual work. This problem was given by our client only. So here the solution is given. So through what solution we are going to solve this? Because now it has become our requirement, our software's requirement. It is our task now. Okay. So अपना ये task बन गया है जो client का problem था. अभी ये अपना task है. So manual work, if you will read here, since the whole system is digital, the manual work is reduced up to 90%. So यहाँ पे solution दिया है देखो. Through a digitalized system, they are reducing manual work. Likewise, storage space, again, there is no physical storage space, and hence again, the storage space problem is overcome. Like in appropriate cases, so यहाँ पे उन्होंने QR code generation के through software बनाया है. So of course, proxy cases would not be there. Defaulter list easily since it is computerized. So यहाँ पे calculation work वगैरह सब कुछ easily हो जाएगा. Classroom data, everything is mentioned. Solution they have mentioned. The QR code will be generated based on date, time and classroom. तो यहाँ पे सबका data automatically cover हो जाएगा. So this is what you have to specify under the topic 3.2, that is requirement specification. Then the next topic is planning and scheduling. Planning and scheduling for our purposes can be thought of as determining all the small tasks that must be carried out in order to accomplish the goal. तो अपना goal जो accomplish करना है, what is our goal? Our goal is to develop a software, test it, and then you have to upload it or you have to give it to the customer. So till that process, we have to accomplish this task through certain plan, through certain scheduling. Okay. Now the student should show the Gantt chart to demonstrate the planning and scheduling. अब ये जो वाला पार्ट है ये आपको थ्रू Gantt chart बताना है. For example, here one Gantt chart is included. If you will see here, all the tasks are mentioned in the y-axis and the time is mentioned in the time in the month, okay, is mentioned in the x-axis. You can see 5 to 6 months are there. So that means we are going to complete this task in about 5 to 6 months. So सारा scheduling दिया है. Guys, you have to show the scheduling of only red lines because blue lines are nothing but the developers the time taken by the developer, and red line is time given to the developer. So ये combination हमें end में analyze करना है. But currently what is our task? Through this 3.3 we have to schedule our task. तो जब हम सिर्फ scheduling कर रहे हैं तो guys only use these red lines. Okay, for example, if you will see यहाँ से यहाँ तक का जो red line है, that means project topic discussion was given, finalization date was given 29 June. Okay, objective was supposed to be done by 13th of July. Purpose was supposed to do by 28th of July. So whatever scheduling you are doing per task, सबसे पहले तो आपको सारा टास्क छोटे छोटे टास्क में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा और फिर हर एक टास्क को सीरियल वाइज आपको सर्टेन टाइम पीरियड देना पड़ेगा, शेड्यूलिंग देना पड़ेगा. So that is what is Gantt chart. Okay students, let me tell you one thing. I'm going to create one video specially for Gantt chart, how to create the Gantt chart in my next videos, coming videos. Definitely I'm going to create it. So by that time, please understand, please consider only red bars. Okay, blue bars are you will be giving it, but later on. Okay, in the PERT chart you will be giving. So everything I will explain you later on, but currently you have to plan plan the task, these are the tasks, okay, and schedule the task. तो आपको ये प्लान करना है टास्क को, और टास्क को ऑफ कोर्स आपको शेड्यूल करना है. So using Gantt chart, you will be doing it. And the next topic is 3.4, software and hardware requirements. Here you are going to define the software and hardware needed for the development and implementation of the project. प्रोजेक्ट को डेवलप करते वक्त जो भी हार्डवेयर लगेगा और प्रोजेक्ट को इम्प्लीमेंट करते वक्त जो भी हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर लगेगा, तो गाइस यू हैव टू मेंटेन द लिस्ट ऑफ इट. नाउ हियर again we are giving the topics such as hardware requirement. In this section, the equipment, graphic card, numeric coprocessor, mouse, disk capacity, RAM capacity, etc. necessary to run the software must be noted. तो सॉफ्टवेयर रन करने के लिए जो भी कोई हार्डवेयर रिक्वायरमेंट है, इंक्लूडिंग रैम कैपेसिटी एंड इंक्लूडिंग प्रोसेसर, इंक्लूडिंग ग्राफिक कार्ड, ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विद द उसके स्पेसिफिकेशन के साथ आपको यहाँ पे मेंशन करने हैं in the topic hardware requirement. Next is software requirement. Here in this section, the operating system, the compiler, testing tools, linker, and the libraries, etc. necessary to compile, link, and install the software must be listed. तो सॉफ्टवेयर को कंपाइल करने के लिए, लिंक करने के लिए या इंस्टॉल करने के लिए जो भी कोई और भी सॉफ्टवेयर लगेंगे, तो गाइस यू हैव टू मेंशन द लिस्ट अंडर द टॉपिक software requirements. I have included sample. Here please note, instead of 3.3, it should be 3.4, hardware and software requirements. So here hardware requirements, you can see server, computer, actually processor is there, RAM is there, operating system is there, Android phone, network connection, etc. So these are all hardware requirements. And here you can see software requirements such as Android Studio, Sublime Test, and so on. So including MS Excel and all compilers, everything is there. So according to this sample, okay, you also have to write the listing of the hardware which are needed to load the software and the software which are necessary to compile the software or to run the software. All the listing you have to mention under the topic 3.4, that is software and hardware requirement. So let's recap. In this video, we have learned the chapter 3, that is requirement and analysis. First, we understood the problem definition. This problem definition is from the customer's or client's side. Next, we understood what is requirement specification. This requirement specification is nothing but the problems faced by the customer now has become requirements for our system. तो वही overcome कैसे हम करेंगे, that we have to mention over here. Planning and scheduling. So using Gantt chart, only you have to use the red bars, please remember. So using Gantt chart, you can plan the task and you can of course schedule it. That is what I have taught you here. And last part was software and hardware requirement. Here, all the requirements, necessary hardwares which are required for running the software and all softwares for compiling, linking, and then to process, to implement all those software listing also, we have to mention over here. With the samples, everything I have explained you. In my description box, I have included all the samples for your reference. You can download it from there, or else you can take the screenshot from my video. In the next topic, we are going to learn 3.5 conceptual diagrams, and first diagram which we are going to learn is use case diagram. On behalf of Team Technolytics, I thank you all for listening this video so carefully. I wish you a very happy learning. Thank you so much.